Man, what an opening match. But here we go. Big match. Still coming your way right here, right now. It's the Intercontinental Champion versus the United States Champ. And here comes the IC Champ of Smackdown.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Chad Gable.
Here he is then, Chad Gable, currently having two successful defenses of that Intercontinental Championship since winning it back at King of the Ring Premium Live event in Miami against the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. He's defeated Dunne in the rematch, and then Jeff Hardy last week on an episode of SmackDown, and tonight he goes to war with the United States Champion of Raw, who's been an incredible United States Champion. That man being the megastar LA Knight, who defeated 3 out of the 4 members of Team Raw tonight. On the Survivor Series team, he defeated 3 of the 4 members this past week on Monday Night Raw. Let's see if he can beat Gable. He might not be 100%, but he'll still put on a hell of a matchup. But this is a huge match for Gable, even more so. A lot of amount of pressure on the face of Gable tonight, and I'll tell you why in a moment.
California, weighing in at 241 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, LA Knight.
Large amount of pressure on the plate of Chad Gable in this matchup because Team Raw is already 1-0 up against SmackDown tonight at Survivor Series. If Gable wins this, he ties it up. However, if Knight wins it, it's already 2-0 in the first 2 matches of Survivor Series for the Red Brats. Chad Gable does not want that to be the case tonight, and LA Knight certainly does. Fighting for their brands tonight at Survivor Series. The US Champion LA Knight. Been an incredible champ, winning it on the Raw following SummerSlam, defeating Bray Wyatt. And tonight goes to battle with the IC champ, Chad Gable. A lot of split fans here tonight. A lot of them going for Gable, a lot of them going for LA Knight, but that just depends on what show they'd rather watch, whether it's Raw or SmackDown. But nevertheless, Daphne LaShawn ringing the bell. Matchup is underway. LA Knight and Gable, one-on-one tonight at Survivor Series. The IC champ versus the US champ is underway. Gable, big kick to the hammy, and now Chad Gable going to work on the megastar here, picking up LA Knight, a fisherman suplex off the back, bridging pin now for the win already. 1 count kick out by the megastar. It's going to take a lot more than that to put the megastar down, I'll tell you folks. But LA Knight running backhand, and then there goes the megastar now. Yeah, and LA Knight doing his thing. Big neck breaker. Look at these jabs by LA Knight, and a clothesline. Down goes Chad Gable, and now Knight is feeling it on the top rope, folks. Of course, still to come later on tonight, we've got a massive battle royal, a dual branded battle royal, where the winner will get an opportunity at either the United States or the Intercontinental Championship on the next episode of either Raw or SmackDown. So the Intercontinental and United States Champions, they are going at it right now. They are doing battle. Nice dragon screw by Gable out of the corner of the megastar, walking over the leg for the ankle lock later on. That's a smart strategy for the Intercontinental Champion, Chad Gable. They might be tearing each other to shreds right now, but they've got to pay attention to the Battle Royal later on tonight, because they will be defending the gold against the winner of that matchup. Well, maybe one of them will get it off. Who knows? It depends who wins it. If a Raw star wins it, they get a US title shot. If a SmackDown star wins the Battle Royal, they get an IC title shot on the next episode of either Raw or SmackDown. Knight big body slam now sends Gable to the outside of the ring, and he's on the middle rope. Now getting the crowd's adulation, but you don't want to be there. Gable coming back and yanking him off the ropes now. And a Chad Gable back in control on this one. Out of the corner now, and a big splash, missing the mark, however. And LA Knight right back in control just like that. Knee though moving out the way. Back and forth action. Gable going to try for a second time, and he connects. Down goes the megastar. Here's the couple. Gable for the win to tie it up for Team Blue. And LA Knight kicks out immediately. And the megastar not too happy about that one. Gable went for a big knee strike. LA Knight clothesline, almost taking his head off. And the megastar on fire tonight. LA Knight doing his thing. Big overhand shot now by the megastar. Once again finding its mark. Big old jab now by Knight. Another jab. Here goes LA Knight. Look at these shots now connecting on Chad Gable as he says, hey Knight, yeah, but he couldn't get the yeah. Because Gable just need the head of LA Knight. Could have busted him open, but he didn't. Big shot from Gable of the middle. Robert, he flies in with a crossbody on the champ. The US champ, that is. And the IC champ goes for the cover. Legs hook shoulders down for the win here. 14 Blue, and a kick out once again by LA Knight. Gable, though, going to have to stay on the offensive. Going to have to keep his foot on the gas pedal. LA Knight been knocked out here, knocked a loop, knocked astray, set packing the outside. Gable going to fly the top base. Suicide now on the floor now by the Intercontinental Champion Chad Gable of Smackdown. LA Knight, so far as US Champion, has defeated the likes of John Moxley, Bray Wyatt, Tommaso Ciampa, Buddy Matthews, Ciampa and Gargano in a triple threat contest, Aleister Black, Shinsuke Nakamura and Rob Van Dam. That is 8 successful defenses for the megastar LA Knight. Or sorry, 9 actually, because he also won the Gauntlet Eliminator match this past week on an episode of Monday Night Raw, defeating 3 of the 4 members of Team Raw later on tonight. At Survivor Series in the 4-on-4 match, he won a Gauntlet, eliminating 2 out of the 4 men in that matchup, or 2 out of the potential 3 he could have eliminated, as he takes the fight to Gable in each corner of the ring now. He eliminated Aleister Black and then Bobby Roode in the final stages, as Roode eliminated Styles before that. And look at LA Knight with a big yes, stomps in the corners, the crowd chanted out as the megastar taking the fight to the Intercontinental Champion Chad Gable. LA Knight now grabbing Gable. Going where he wants him against the ropes. What is the US Champion thinking here? Slowing down the pace of this contest. And now, oh God, catapulting Gable's throat into the bottom rope. Here's the cover by the megastar for the win here at Survivor Series. Scores 2. Gable able to get the shoulder up, but that was a close call. LA Knight can't believe it. Gonna have to stay on him though. Now LA Knight waiting for Gable to get to his feet. Gonna spin him round here. Gable in trouble big time. Knee and a clothesline by the megastar. And the US Champion on fire here tonight against the man who turned his back on Kurt Angle. I've said it multiple times. Chad Gable, ladies and gentlemen. He was on a losing streak, not having the best success. He went 0-10 at one point, and then all of a sudden had a random match with Kurt Angle on an episode of Raw, which he ended up being victorious in. Then he ended up beating John Cena on the Raw following Bad Blood. Then he teamed up with Kurt Angle, had an opportunity to tag team titles with Angle. Angle got pinned in that contest at SummerSlam, with the World Tag Titles on the line against FTR. They got a shot when they moved over to SmackDown at their tag titles against the UE. Angle got pinned in that one. Gable then turned his back on Angle. Thought it was better, even tapped out Angle at Armageddon in singles competition. Now look at him, the Intercontinental Champion, after beating Pete Dunne last month at King of the Ring. And now him and LA Knight, the US Champion of Monday Night Raw, doing battle tonight at Survivor Series. Knight heading Gable back first off the barricade at ringside, sends him back into the ring, and another big stop right in the back of the neck, and here comes the megastar, hitting the LA Knight, yeah, off the rope, yeah, elbow drop by the United States Champion. Here's the cover by Knight, and for the cover to make Raw go 2-0 already, scoring 2 on Gable, who kicks out. Another close call. This one continues, however, live in Houston, Texas. Knight almost able to put Gable away. Gable with big elbow right in the midsection of the megastar LA Knight. And now Chad Gable going to send him out of the corner here. Now what is Gable looking for now? On the top rope here, Chad Gable. Big shot off the top. What the hell is he thinking here? The Intercontinental Champion with a superplex on LA Knight. Gable setting Knight astray now. Now heading up to the top rope. Gable, that is halfway across the ring. What the hell is he planning on here? Beautiful elbow drop by the IC champ. Cover on Knight. Legs hook shoulders down. Kicked out immediately by LA Knight after a superplex and elbow drop. Gable is in disbelief at LA Knight. Right back on the offensive with a clothesline. And now right back on the attack of Gable. Second time match. We've seen this before. Big knee and a clothesline, and Gable already been busted open, and Knight trying to make that worse. Oh, but now Gable busting LA Knight wide open and breaking the neck of LA Knight. And now heading up to the top rope. The megastar now in big trouble. Chad Gable moonsault off the top and for the cutter. The Intercontinental Champ for the win, and all the rope saving LA Knight there. But now Gable right back to the top rope again. And a diving headbutt by the IC champ. Cover on Knight to tie up the scores. Leg hook, shoulders down. Score in 2. And a kicked out by LA Knight. My lord. Very close battle tonight as Chad Gable went for the megastar. LA Knight though able to Shake off the cobwebs, the BFT! Out of nowhere by the United States champion, covered by Knight to make it 2-0 for Raw, scoring 2. Gable kicks out! Incredible resiliency from Chad Gable. And there is a reason, folks, that Chad Gable is voted by you guys, the fans, the most breakout superstar of the half series. He was voted by you guys, the fans, the breakout star of the half series. And there's clearly a reason for that one. As Gable has clearly been improving and performing to a T. Elbow drop off the top rope to the floor, taking out the megastar. And now Chad Gable in the ring, looking to put LA Knight down here, and this one running in. And a big heel kick up the top of the head of LA Knight, and another knee right in the face of the megastar. Now stomping and kicking away on the United States champion as he says a thank you to this Houston crowd tonight at Survivor Series. Knight though, big running clothesline on Gable. And Knight not happy at all with Chad Gable in this matchup. Picks him up to his feet. What's the megastar got in mind here? Torture rack position. Swinging neck breaker by Knight. Going in for the cover now on Gable. Leg is hooked, shoulders down tonight at Survivor Series. Knight for the win. For Team Raw, and a kick out by Gable once more. My lord, and Gable runs in. Big kick to the knee. And a Gable rolls through the steel one. Shoulders down, pinning predicament here. I see champ for the win. Scores 2 on Knight kicker. Holy moly. And a Gable clothesline. Second clothesline finds its mark. Looking for another one. Knight though this time. Able to swap him this time, knocking him down. LA Knight not having it. Big old jab by the megastar. Here in this contest between the United States champion and the intercontinental champion. Chad Gable, knife edge chop. Big right hands. And Chad Gable is going to work on the megastar LA Knight. He is on fire. As you saw him there, absolutely on beast mode tonight. Beast mode activated for the intercontinental champion. Chad Gable swinging big shots. Heavy leather offense. Clothesline. Ducks this one from the megastar. There's a thrust kick from Chad Gable. And now Chad Gable has the opportunity of a lifetime, ladies and gentlemen. Big shot on LA Knight, saying a thank you. And now LA Knight again gets caught by Chad Gable, who's too busy taunting right in the face of the United States champion LA Knight, who that's another BFT. Center of the ring, second pin of the match. Gable's out, scores 2, and another kick out. Are you kidding me? Chad Gable's resiliency is off the charts, ladies and gentlemen. How the hell is he surviving that? And now Chad Gable fighting right back. And now Gable off the gut wrench position. And to the face buster. Cover. Gable for the victory. Leg hook, shoulders down to the US champion. Scoring 2 and a kick out by LA Knight. Jesus, what a war tonight. Between the intercontinental champ and the United States champ. Gable coming off the apron. Big senton right in front of us here at ringside. And now Gable again. Gonna send the megastar back into the ring. He's been hit with 2 BFTs tonight and he's still standing. The intercontinental champion on fire this evening. Gonna send LA Knight into the corner now. And then this is it. Chad Gable looking for the opportunity of a lifetime. Rolls through a corner roll. German suplex. Chaos theory by the IC champ. Cover to tie it up. 2 count. Knight kicks out. Gable's not having it. And Chad Gable, it's all serious now. The straps are down. There's no more games. Gable focused on victory and nothing else here in this contest to tie it up for Smackdown. Here in the war, in the battle of brand supremacy between the US champ and the intercontinental champ at LA Knight. Able to clothesline and almost knocking Gable's head off his shoulders. Gonna send him out of the corner now as the megastar. Here comes the US champion. Big swing there for the man who has 9 successful defenses. Here comes LA Knight. Look at this incredible vertical leap up to the top. It looks incredible each and every time he does it. Superplex by the megastar. Caught Gable lacking for a moment. Knight in for the cover to get the victory. To make it 2-0 for Raw already today at Survivor Series. 2 count. Gable again surviving. Oh my god, what is it going to take? And Chad Gable getting to his feet, but LA Knight not having it. And now LA Knight stomping away on the intercontinental champion. And a knee right perfectly placed on the back of the head of Chad Gable. And now he's stomping away on him. Running in, missing the mark. Chad Gable moving out of harm's way. Gable turns him round. LA Knight with a big elbow. Knight runs in. Running neck breaker by the Megastar. Both men down and out, however. Knight can't capitalise. Crucial point of the match here tonight. Live at Survivor Series. And that's Battle of Brand Supremacy between the United States Champion of Raw and the Intercontinental Champion of Smackdown. Knight with a big stomp right in the chest of Chad Gable, trying to light him up for the elbow drop perhaps for Gable. Shoulders down, looking to steal one. Shoulders down here, victory roll 2. Count kick out by Knight. Almost caught him off guard. Almost catching him there. And now Chad Gable and LA Knight battling in the centre of the ring here. LA Knight saying yeah, but Gable able to take him down. Got the leg now. Got the ankle. Picks it now. And the ankle lock. Right vein. Knight's in trouble. Centre of the ring. Gable for the victory here tonight at Survivor Series. Can he do it? Knight's in a world of hurt tonight, man. He's in a world of hurt here. Gable with the ankle lock to tie it up. To make it one apiece. To get Smackdown on the board. Oh, Gable's got that ankle lock cinched in tight. Nowhere for the Megastar to go in this contest. But LA Knight somehow going to fight out through the pain. What a war tonight between LA Knight and Chad Gable. No titles on the line. It is just all for pride. LA Knight, Jackknife pin for the win here against Gable. Scoring 2. No, Gable with his shoulder up. Holy hell. And LA Knight heading to the top rope. Take out Chad Gable on the floor. Elbow drop to the outside by the Megastar. What a elbow drop. And now LA Knight sends Gable back in now. This is Knight's moment. Middle rope. Gable down and out. Face first under the mat. A big splash. On a Gable. Dropping the knee to the lower back now. Missing that knee this time. And now there's Chad Gable. What Murray wants some. Tiger drive home. Jesus. And now Chad Gable setting up Knight. This could be the end right here. Another ankle lock incoming. Good night, Megastar. Gable's going to tie it up. Out of the ankle lock again. Goes Gable. Knight in trouble. Nowhere to go. Knight is hurting. Knight is out. Gable with a right vein ankle lock. Referee Daphne a shot right there to see if Knight submits, and somehow the Megastar's fighting through the pain again. Getting out of the second ankle lock. What a matchup tonight. And there's Chad Gable runs in, missing the knee. LA Knight, however, right hand spins him round. BFT for the third time in the contest. Cover my Knight. Leg hook, shoulders down to make it 2-0 for Raw. Scores 2. Gets the win. LA Knight prevails. The US champion victorious. And now it is 2-0 for Team Raw already at Survivor Series. Smackdown not looking good in the first 2 matches of the night. But what an incredible encounter that was. And what an incredible showing and effort on display tonight by the Intercontinental Champion Chad Gable, but the United States Champion LA Knight proving to be that much better on this occasion, coming out with a win and coming out victorious tonight. But LA Knight truly had to work for that victory, and he looks on to the Battle Royal later on tonight to see if he will defend his US title against the winner of that on next week's edition of Monday Night Raw. But nonetheless, Knight victorious as he celebrates in the centre of the ring. What an incredible matchup live in Houston at Survivor Series.